Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation x to the power of x is equal to x to the power of 2. So, to solve this, I'm going to first start by dividing both sides by x to the power of 2. So then these two cancel out to get 1, and I get x to the power of x over x to the power of 2 is equal to 1. Now, I could use an important property of exponents that states that if I have something in the form a to the power of m minus a to the power of n, this is equal to, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So in this case, I have x to the power of x over x to the power of 2, and it's going to equal x to the power of x minus 2, which is equal to 1. Now, I'm going to take the ln, or natural log, on both sides. So I get ln x to the power of x minus 2 is equal to ln 1. Now, if I have something in the form ln a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front, so this turns to b times ln a. So in this case, I can move x minus 2 to the front. So now I get x minus 2 times ln x is equal to ln 1. Now, if you didn't already know, ln 1 is actually equal to 0. So I get x minus 2 times ln x is equal to 0. And now I basically have two different equations. My first equation is x minus 2 equals 0. And my second equation is ln of x equals 0. So let's solve the first equation because it's the easiest. All I have to do is add 2 on both sides, and I get x is equal to 2. So this is one solution. And for ln x equals 0, to solve this, I'm going to take e to the power of both sides. So I get e to the power of ln x is equal to e to the power of 0. E and ln cancel out, so I get x is equal to e to the power of 0, which is 1. So my two solutions to this equation are x equals 2 and x equals 1. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and share this to any of your friends and family. Thank you. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation 8 to the power of x is equal to 32. So, to solve this, I'm going to start by taking the log on both sides. So I get log of 8 to the power of x is equal to log of 32. And now if I have something in the form log of a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front of the logarithm. So this is turned into b times log a. So log a to the power of b is equal to b times log a. So now in the case of log 8 to the power of x, we can think of x as b, so we can move x to the front of the logarithm. So I get x times log of 8 is equal to log of 32. Now, from here, I'm going to divide both sides by log 8 because we want to isolate x, because that's what we're trying to find the value of. So now these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to log of 32 over log of 8. Now, log of 32 is the same thing as log of 8 times 4. So I get log of 8 times 4 over log of 32 And if I have something in the form log of a times b, this is equal to log a plus log b. So in this case, this is going to equal log of 8 plus log of 4, and I have this over log of 32. Sorry, I have this over log of 8. Now, this turns into log 8 over log 8 plus log 4 over log 8. So now these two cancel out to get 1. So I get x is equal to 1 plus log of 4 over log of 8. Now, log of 4 is the same thing as log of 2 squared. And log of 8 is the same thing as log of 2 to the power of 3. So now if I have something in the form log of a to the power of b, again, I can move b to the front, so it's b times log a. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with both of these. So I get x is equal to 1 plus, I can move the 2 to the front. So 2 times log 2 over the same thing with 3, so 3 times log 2. So now these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to 1 plus 2 over 3, which is equal to 1 is the same thing as 3 over 3, so 3 over 3 plus 2 over 3, which is 5 over 3. So x is 5 over 3. Now, how do we know that this is the right answer? So, going back, we have a to the power of x equals 32. And we're plugging in 5 over 3. So we get 8 to the power of 5 over 3 is equal to 32. Now, if you already know, 8 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 3. So I get 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 5 over 3 is equal to 33 is the same thing. 32 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 5. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So these two 3's cancel out, and I get 2 to the power of 5 is equal to 2 to the power of 5, or this is the same thing as 32 is equal to 32. This is right. Now, I also have a second method of solving this problem. So for the second method, we have the same equation, a to the power of x is equal to 32, and this is a simpler method. So for this method, I'm actually just going to start by rewriting these two numbers. So 8, I'm going to rewrite as 2 to the power of 3. And 32, I'm going to rewrite as 2 to the power of 5. So I'm rewriting both of these as the same bases, which now it makes them much easier to solve. 2 to the power of 3 to the power of x is the same thing as 2 to the power of 3x, which is equal to 2 to the power of 5. And because these two have the same bases, a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, meaning m is equal to n. So 3x is equal to 5, and x is equal to 5 over 3. So that's another method of solving this equation. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and share this to any of your friends or family. Thank you.